Tell Floyd to get on live. Tell him show where he at.
Floyd Mayweather has finally responded to Davis's call-out. Once upon a time, there was a widespread belief in Gervonta Davis as Floyd Mayweather's unstoppable protege. This notion stemmed from their tight bond, with whispers even suggesting Mayweather had bestowed upon Tank a lavish house as a gift. However, as time passed and these rumors persisted across social media, the young fighter finally spoke out, breaking his silence on these long-standing reports. A fan opted to make a pointed remark directed at Tank. In the post, they wrote, "Go give Floyd his money back for the house he bought you when you was sofa surfing and you sold it, you bum." In response, the fighter clarified, "Lol, he didn't buy me a house, you damn fool." 2 years into his professional career, Tank inked a deal with Mayweather Promotions as he ascended to a prominent position in the boxing world, becoming a top-tier fighter. The relationship between the two entities began to end in 2020, initially portrayed as an amicable parting. Fighters have since emerged over time. Now, as Davis sought clarification on whether Mayweather provided him with a house, he shed light on the underlying tensions between them. During a recent event, a supporter gently prodded the 29-year-old boxer to reimburse Mayweather for the funds expended on purchasing a residence for Tank. Adding weight to the request, the fan recounted the circumstances surrounding Mayweather's acquisition of the property for the fighter. Prior to ascending as boxing's rising star, Gervonta Davis lacked a permanent residence. The fan replied, "You only got someone to say, when a Nick ain't kiss your ass, why ain't you talk like this? When he was helping you, you waited till you got what you needed. A booster for your coach is a fraud. 2 straight suck. You bit the hand that fed you. That ain't G. You will never be Floyd level." It began yesterday when Davis took to his Instagram story, asserting that Floyd Mayweather was detained in Dubai, unable to depart. Mayweather had been residing in the UAE for some time. Expanding on these rumors, Davis insinuated that Mayweather's confinement in Dubai was due to financial obligations owed to individuals there. While replying to a fan who questioned this claim of his, asking if the 47-year-old fighter was truly held hostage, he replied on the microblogging site saying he got to pay them people that money back. "If I'm lying, tell him to go live right now." A fervent supporter of Mayweather recently criticized Davis for allegedly betraying the boxing icon despite receiving numerous favors, including what was rumored to be a gifted house. In response to this accusation, Tank refuted the claim of receiving a house from Mayweather, but admitted to accepting other gifts from the legendary fighter. Sometime back, during an interview with DJ Vlad, the Baltimore local was questioned about his connection with Pretty Boy. Even prior to officially joining his promotional team, the fighter disclosed that even before their contract was finalized, he was already receiving extravagant presents. He noted, "No, I was asked what Floyd did for the whole summer before I signed with him. You know, before I even signed anything on paper, he already bought me cars, he bought me jewelry and things like that." Amidst the ebb and flow of their tumultuous relationship since parting ways, Tank has found solace in the sage counsel of Mayweather Promotions. During his bout with Ryan Garcia last year, Leonard Illerby, the CEO of Mayweather Promotions, assumed the role of Gervonta Davis's advisor, providing invaluable guidance. Mayweather himself graced the fight night with his presence, enthusiastically rooting for Tank. Following Davis's triumphant victory, the pair departed together, marking a moment of camaraderie amid their complex history. But as tensions continued to escalate between Davis and Mayweather, DJ Academics took to Instagram to provide updates on the situation. Academics posted a message indicating that Gervonta Davis had more to say about Mayweather, hinting at further developments in their ongoing feud. Alongside the message, Academics shared a video featuring Davis in which the boxer appeared to be strongly criticizing Mayweather. The video shared by Academics seemed to capture Davis expressing his thoughts on Mayweather, indicating that their dispute was deepening. This latest development indicated that the tension between Davis and Mayweather was not subsiding, but rather intensifying as both parties continued to exchange words and express their grievances publicly.
Bill, if your son is undefeated in the gym, congratulations that you got an undefeated fighter in the gym. I'm not.
That's not it.
I'm the under the light
I got a nigga
fighter
that don't lie. I got a nigga that don't lie 100% of the time.
Let me ask you a question. Bill,
Yeah.
let me ask you a question.
Yes.
What's my record under the lights? What's my record under the lights?
I'm gonna tell you, but listen, what's your record in life?
No.
Yeah.
Down to it.
Yeah, what's my record?
What is
Nigga,
my
what's
record?
my record in life?
The video shared by academics seemed to capture Davis expressing his thoughts on Mayweather, indicating that their dispute was deepening. This latest development indicated that the tension between Davis and Mayweather was not subsiding, but rather intensifying as both parties continued to exchange words and express their grievances publicly. Gervonta Davis has never shied away from criticizing others regardless of their stature or level of notoriety in the boxing community. He's currently pursuing Floyd Mayweather. The feud between Gervonta Davis and Floyd Mayweather took an even more dramatic turn when Davis made bold claims about Mayweather's situation in Dubai. Davis asserted that Mayweather was being held hostage due to debts owed to various individuals. This accusation added fuel to the already fiery dispute between the two. In response to Davis's allegations, Mayweather retaliated by sharing a video on his Instagram story. The video featured Davis performing a dance that Mayweather described as zesty. Mayweather took the opportunity to mock Davis, writing, "We always knew he had sugar in his tank." Continuing the exchange, Mayweather then posted another video on his Instagram story. This time, the video showcased Shakur Stevenson urging Davis to accept a fight. Stevenson emphasized that the dispute was not with Mayweather, but with another fighter who had been calling out Davis's name and was eager to face him in the ring. Stevenson made a direct plea to Davis, urging him to stop avoiding the fight and to make it happen. Stevenson said, "Yours not with Floyd Mayweather. It's a fighter out here that's been calling your name that wants to fight you. Gervonta Davis, let's make the fight happen. I'm tired of tweeting. I'm tired of talking about it. Stop ducking me and let's make the fight happen." The ongoing feud took a dramatic turn when Mayweather publicly advocated for a bout between Davis and Shakur Stevenson, a move that only intensified the animosity between the two camps. Mayweather's endorsement of a potential showdown between Davis and Stevenson seemed to add fuel to the fire of their already contentious relationship. He recently said this should be the fight. In response to Mayweather's endorsement, Davis wasted no time in launching a verbal attack on his mentor turned rival. Davis accused Mayweather of siding with Stevenson, not out of genuine belief in the matchup's competitiveness, but rather out of fear of Prince Stevenson's father, and because he believed Stevenson was easily influenced. Davis pointed to a previous incident involving Young Boy and a Rolls-Royce umbrella, insinuating that Mayweather's backing of Stevenson was more about seeking attention and fame than genuine competition. Davis replied, "Floyd doesn't like him either. He only siding with that kid because he is scared of Prince the father, and the kid is so easy to manipulate. Look how he had them go at the Young Boy with the Rolls umbrella. The kid is looking for fame." Davis's rebuttal didn't stop there. He directly addressed Stevenson's call out by emphasizing his contractual obligations, asserting that any potential fight arrangements would need to fit within his existing contractual framework. This comment aimed to highlight Davis's professional obligations while dismissing Stevenson's challenge as inconsequential within the context of his current agreements. Davis wrote, "Like I said before, I had a 67 deal and that little house kid from Newark in it." Furthermore, Davis continued his critique of Stevenson's boxing abilities, suggesting that some fighters project a tough persona despite lackluster performances in the ring. Stevenson retaliated by taking a jab at Davis's contract terms, insinuating that Davis' deal was less favorable than his own. Gervonta Davis wrote, "It's always me like him talking like they some type of killer. These people have seen you fight, bro, the hype." But Sourcedon replied on X, "Nick better off shadow boxing than -1 H17 deal and no work in it." However, Davis's most alarming message was directed squarely at Mayweather. In a bold and threatening tweet, Davis expressed his readiness to physically confront Mayweather, even if it meant disregarding the potential legal repercussions. Davis' tweet hinted at escalating tensions between the two camps and suggested a willingness on his part to resort to violence to settle their differences. Davis said, "Now, I F around and knock Floyd out when I see them, and I'll care about going back to jail. He is such a he doesn't allow his security to carry guns." Overall, the exchange between Mayweather and Davis underscored the deep-rooted tensions and personal animosities within the boxing world, highlighting the complexities of mentorship, rivalry, and the pursuit of fame and success in the sport. In May of 2022, they went their separate ways from the Rolando Romero bout, Despite this, the rapport between Gervonta Davis and Floyd Mayweather, along with Mayweather Promotions, seemed cordial. Mayweather even stood by Davis as he faced Ryan Garcia's challenge in April of the previous year. Therefore, the recent conflict between the two camps has startled the boxing community. It was unimaginable that their relationship would deteriorate to such an extent. Now, a surprising development indicates that the disagreement may be shifting to a new arena. Gervonta clinched his third consecutive victory at the PBC Amazon Prime debut on March 30th. Naturally, anticipation brewed for his appearance on Canelo Alvarez's May 4th undercard, yet current indications suggest otherwise. An explosive bout shed light on the status of his potential return. Nonetheless, Hank, appearing discontent with his protege, felt compelled to caution the young fighter about the possibility of a prolonged wait this morning. Gervonta delighted his fans and followers by posting a montage of photos showcasing his training session with none other than Floyd Mayweather. In one image, the undefeated former world champion is seen helping Moten don his gloves, a gesture of support that clearly uplifts Moten. It's evident that Moten is thrilled by the invaluable guidance he's receiving from one of boxing's legendary figures. He wrote best team in boxing. However, he quickly heard back from Gervonta Davis. The WBA lightweight champion said you won't be on the June 15th card either. What's the reason behind his statement? It appears that just yesterday, Gervonta divulged some details about his upcoming match. Moten said, "Unfortunately, I will not be fighting next weekend on the 4th. I appreciate all of your support. Accept me back in June. I promise to put on a show." Was he alluding to the June 15th undercard between Frank Martin and Gervonta Davis? For some observers, it seems like the tension between the iconic boxer and his once protege is extending beyond their personal rift. Supporters noticed Tank posting on X about Floyd Mayweather allegedly being stranded in Dubai due to financial obligations after a follower suggested that the money might be being kept against his will in Dubai. Back in 2015, Team Mayweather assumed the mantle of guiding a promising talent, much like they did with a young Gervonta Davis, leading him to the heights of world championship boxing. Their latest protege, Gervonta, was just a tender 8-year-old when he stepped into the Mayweather gym. Through years of dedicated mentorship, this Salt Lake City native owned his boxing prowess, culminating in an impressive amateur career. The turning point arrived on September 30th last year, marking Moten's debut as a professional fighter. An event eagerly witnessed by the world. Mayweather took to his social media platform to unleash a fiery diatribe regarding the current landscape of the sport. According to him, contemporary fighters have skewed priorities, prioritizing financial gains over the dedication and sacrifices necessary to excel in the ring. Mayweather expressed a lot of times what these fighters are looking at. They're looking at Floyd with the cars, they're looking at Floyd being flashy. Man, listen, I made so many sacrifices, y'all are looking at the end results. He expressed that numerous fighters often fixate on surface level elements like his cars and extravagant lifestyle. He stressed that he had made countless sacrifices, yet many only perceived the results of his relentless dedication. Even during his reign as a champion with substantial wealth, he stayed committed to rigorous training. Mayweather noted that many fighters prioritize their appearance excessively and live hand-to-mouth financially. He said, "And when I was champion, having hundreds of millions in the bank, I still was on my grind in that gym. Y'all are worried about your outfits, how your boots look, worried about the wrong things. A lot of you fighters are living check to check." Tank perceived money's cheat as a veiled dig aimed at him, prompting him to retaliate on social media. This sparked a cascade of exchanged insults between the two individuals. Mayweather wasn't about to let those remarks slide. He swiftly countered. His former protege Mayweather served as Tank's previous promoter. Their relationship transcended mere business dealings. Mayweather saw himself as both a mentor and guide to Tank, offering support both inside and outside the boxing ring. As time passed, the fissures in their bond became increasingly evident. By December 2022, Tank made the decision to take control of his show and focus on advancing his own career through self-promotion. However, Mayweather remained invested in Tank's trajectory. He showed up to witness Wahid's victory by 7th-round stoppage against Ryan Garcia in April 2023. Throughout the match, Money was visibly enthusiastic, actively cheering and offering guidance to the WBA champion. At that time, Floyd expressed that he was impressed with Davis's development. He added, "I'm proud of him when he says stuff on social media. For me, he's still a kid, And when I was his age, he did the same thing. I didn't have Floyd Mayweather to support me or tell me what's right or wrong. Tank proudly claims the mantle of boxing's poster child, a title he owes in large part to Mayweather's influence. Their collaboration turned the Mayweather and Tank duo into a formidable force within the sport, yet the recent barrage of social media exchanges hints at irreparable rifts in their partnership. On the other hand, Bill Haney's response to the ongoing feud between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis was unequivocal and laced with sarcasm. He criticized Mayweather's involvement in the conflict, suggesting that Mayweather was manipulating the situation for financial gain. Haney implied that Mayweather's actions were disingenuous, accusing him of exploiting Davis, whom he referred to as Mayweather's young homie, for the sake of selling pay-per-view events. Haney's comments also took aim at Mayweather's age, referring to him as old boy, and insinuating that Mayweather's attempts to provoke Davis were futile and ultimately reflected poorly on Mayweather himself. Haney's use of colloquial language and slanging such as "put his young homie in his draws" added a layer of casual disdain to his critique. Moreover, Haney questioned Mayweather's motives, suggesting that his actions were driven more by a desire for attention and controversy rather than genuine concern for Davis's career or well-being. By characterizing Mayweather's actions as merely adding salt to the situation, Haney dismissed Mayweather's attempts to portray Davis as lacking in talent or skill.